Alright guys, this comes our way officially after 6 years of waiting, an entire week of countdown from Capcom's official website. Meet Street Fighter 6. Finally.
Street Fighter 6.
Project L will be an assist-based fighter. You'll build and pilot a team of 2 different champs. We feel like this is the right foundation to build a game that rewards strategic team building and on-the-fly decision-making on top of strong fighting fundamentals.
Originally revealed at EVO 2019 alongside games such as Tekken 7, we have Project L, which is a 2D, sort of 3D, assist-based fighter. Obviously one that's set in the same universe as a League of Legends, or at least in terms of character approach. Unfortunately, updates regarding this project, not to mention yet to be given an official name, is so scarce that we're just gonna have to get into it another time, so we'll just keep an eye out for any kind of information in the coming month, and let's just move on. There's more important things to talk about.
Easier to jump in with a new character and learn their basic kit. That said, we absolutely believe in rewarding the time you spend going deep on a character and providing opportunities for you to showcase your high-end mastery. One of the delights of fighting games is seeing top players move and fight in a way that's inspiring and distinct from lesser skilled players. We want to set that aspirational summit and build a steadily increasing difficulty curve to get you there.
すでに世界中のファイターへの招待状は送付されているとのことです。
So here's the thing, the King of Fighters 15 is finally here and you can have hands on the game on basically every platform except Switch, of course. Now, this is what I'd like to think without a doubt the best King of Fighters that has been released for years, with so many added features for both, of course, veterans and newcomers. There's a decent multiplayer there as well. The visuals and the roster is insanely good. There's a few problems, of course, so there's room for improvements, but overall, guys, it's well worth the money. I didn't really have enough time to mention this one earlier, but alongside the news that Street Fighter 6 is now being fully developed, at the same time, Capcom celebrating its 35th anniversary this year, a Capcom Fighting Collection is now on the way that brings together 10 of the company's classics to the PlayStation, PCs, and other consoles as well, including Switch, that is with extra features and online play for all of these games with rollback netcode. All of that come June 24th this year. Take a quick look. On the other hand, the Korean developer's Next Studios cyberpunk fighting game Metal Revolution has an official release window date that happens to be now the first half of 2022, as a completely next generation game with support for PCs and consoles as well, also the Nintendo Switch. By the way, if you don't have any of those, you're actually in luck. Metal Revolution is now up for pre-register on Google Play Store and for iOS devices as well, so take a look. DNF Duel, however, which we're not still sure if it'll eventually land on Xbox consoles and Switch as well. The by Arc system works, in case you're a bit confused. The game fully goes by Dungeon and Fighter Duel, will now release in summer this year. And to accompany this news, once again, they came up with a new trailer just now. Also, in case the visuals and gameplay of this look a bit too familiar, it's by Arc system works, like I mentioned earlier, the same folks who just released Guilty Gear's Strife. So take it away. Now look, around 48 hours ago, that is during Access's presentation, these developers finally announced that Blazing Strike will be launching this fall on the PlayStation, PCs, and the Nintendo Switch as well. So here's the thing, to accompany the long-awaited news, they released 2 new gameplay videos. Take a look. Blazing Strike is a 2D fighter, as you could tell, just like the old classic King of Fighters, that now promises a fully story mode, online support, and some modern twists as well. And well, yeah, a smoother gameplay as well, obviously.
Tonight, we will witness the hottest battles in all history. This could be explosive!
Moving on to these Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, which I've mentioned a few times already. The game has been available on a lot of platforms since the last decade, if not more, but yeah, more actually, is about to have another life on the hybrid console come March 17th this year. This is in case you're unfamiliar with basically a remastered version of the Persona fighting game with characters from Persona 3 and 4. This time around with the added RPG style mode called Golden Arena mode, which is something to be considered. Just take a look. Now, in case you're wondering if there's a free-to-play game in the making, lying around somewhere and nobody's talking about? The answer is yes. Considering we don't know a ton about it though, Corrupt is on its way to PCs and all consoles, and it'll be a free-to-play game. The game doesn't have a release date nor window other than very soon over on Steam if you check it out, so keep it in mind. And just in case you've actually missed out on the reveal trailer as well, here's a new trailer. With Pocket Bravery, which I mentioned previously, reminded me a lot of Double Dragon games and Fatal Fury. But at the same time, like, no matter the look, somehow making this all work. I do poetry sometimes. Bringing a lot of vibes from the Neo Geo Pocket Color games, which I'm assuming why the title even starts with Pocket, so take a look. This game is coming to PCs with a playable demo available now on Steam and due out sometime soon, we hear.
When you're on defense, it's a lot more strategic, but also when you're on offense, you have to be careful with how you want to attack your opponent so that they don't counter you.
WWE 2K22 launches on March 11th for PCs and consoles except Switch. To accompany this news, developers 2K also released a brand new trailer for it, showcasing the game's highly anticipated MYGM mode, which is where the player steps out of this wrestling ring and into the shoes of a general manager. Check this out, hype around 2K22 is actually at its peak as I'm speaking right now. We have a Giga Bash, which is a 4-player arena brawler game about giant monsters, as you can see. Now scheduled for release in about a few months from now, and into all consoles in addition to PCs and also Switch. Now this, in case you're just way off, is inspired by kaiju movies like the Godzilla, duh. So of course, in which as kaijus you get to cause chaos, collapsing buildings and fight other kaijus as well. Just take a look.
teamwork and social play with an ever-expanding, diverse cast of characters that you know and love.
Coming up at last, it's Multiversus by Warner Bros. It's their take on Super Smash Bros. As a fighting game, basically platform fighting game that lets you team up with or against your friends as characters like Batman, Superman, Bugs Bunny, I guess, and some other ones as well. Check it out. Multiversus releases soon, I'm hearing, for PCs in the PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S as well, not the Nintendo Switch.
The better your teamwork, the better your chances are to win.
You're under my protection!
We built the game from the ground up for teamwork and co-op to deliver a more unique experience that we think players will enjoy. And for those of us who like to play solo, don't worry, we support that too.
A wolf of House Stark is not afraid.
Our roster has some of the most recognizable characters, so bringing them to life with as close to one-to-one representation as possible through visuals, their worlds, their music, and more is important to us. That's why iconic voice talent powers many of our characters, like Kevin Conroy as Batman.
I am Batman.
In fact, we think you'll recognize a lot of them.
Bet you didn't know about my dancing powers.
My roommate thinks I have anger issues. Let's see what you think.
Get ready to eat my